the prognosis once he has the surgery, he should be back good as ever?
Yep. Which all depends on the individual, you know?
Right.
I mean, he's a pretty explosive, athletic guy.
He's probably going to do all the rehab he has to do.
Exactly. Well, he told me, he says, I'm going to spend as much money as it takes to make this right and come back 100%. So he's going to get the best surgery possible. He's going to get the best doctor. He's going to get the best therapist to rehab him. And yeah.
Does it just frustrate you personally, though, when, you know, guys like GSP and Lesnar have health problems? Pretty bad luck that probably your two biggest draws.
Well, the problem is, you know, and I don't mean this to sound insensitive, but when your product is human beings, you're going to have problems. You know, injuries, personal problems. It's a laundry list of problems you have when you're dealing with athletes.
Yeah. And then what about the flyweight class? What you said you're going to have an announcement, anything you can tell us?
This weekend.
Okay.
I should have something by this weekend.
Okay.
But it's happening. I told you guys it was happening, and it's happening.
Do you anticipate moving some bantamweights down? You know, Joseph Benavidez.
I'm not moving anybody. Those guys can make that decision themselves on what weight division they want to fight in. But I have a feeling that 125-pound division is going to be as nasty as 55 and 70. You know what I mean? There's going to be a lot of talent there.
John Dodson.
Dodson's awesome, man. Awesome.
When you do something like that, you guys obviously have to go out and basically build a roster before you can announce, hey, the flyweights are here and here's who we have.
Yep.
So how long did it take you to do something like that?
I've been working on it
for 18 months.
Yeah, I've been working on it for months. Yep.
Do you have to look outside the U.S. a lot for those guys?
Trust me, it just happens. You know, when you announce a weight division, especially, I think you're going to see a lot of, you know, at 125 pounds, you're going to see a lot of Hispanic, a lot of Asian fighters now coming to compete at that weight. Traditionally, if you look at boxing, it dominated those weight classes. It was either Asian or Hispanics came in and just dominated them.
How exciting is it to be able to bring in a bunch of people that most of the mainstream fans have never heard of?
Yeah.
You guys get to market a whole new set of
Well,
guys.
I think that if anything proved how awesome the small guys are, it was this season of The Ultimate Fighter. I mean, how about the finale? The finale was incredible. You know, the Diego fight's probably the best one round I've ever seen in a fight. And then Dodson is just phenomenal. That guy's an amazing, explosive athlete.
Speaking of the finale, you said afterwards you were pretty disappointed in Miller's performance. You weren't sure what you were going to do with him.
I still don't know, yeah. I mean, it was bad.
I mean, was it a disappointment factor for you, or was it just, did you really just get beat up pretty bad? Did you expect more?
I mean, to be honest, you know, believe me, my Twitter's been blowing up with all the Mayhem fans, you know, blasting me, but facts are facts. You know, it was the worst stand-up I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if I've ever seen stand-up that bad. The guy's been in the business for over 10 years. You know, it looked like it was his first fight ever. Like, it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Do you think it was ring rust?
I don't even know what to call it. I mean, I've seen guys with some ring rust. They don't go like this. You know what I mean? They don't go like that. I mean, some of the punches that were thrown by Mayhem Miller in this fight, you could go to a girls' Taibo class and see better form and better stand-up. I mean, it was embarrassing.
Why are you choosing to return or take UFC to Japan now, especially with the state of MMA as it is now?
Because we believe that Asia is a huge market, and you know, not just Japan, but Korea, China, the Philippines. The list goes on, and we're just kicking it off.
Do you think the crumbling of Dream is just a perfect time to come in now? Or?
Yeah, I think you know. Do I think that we're going to go back and do this event there, and it's going to be like Pride in its prime with 100,000 and K1 in its prime? No, we're going to go back there, and there's going to be people who are UFC fans. The mixed martial arts that existed in Japan is completely different than what the UFC is. You can't even compare the two. It was a lot like pro wrestling. Yes, you had a lot of great fighters out there, but they would do a lot of pro wrestling type stuff. We're going to go in there and we're going to put on a UFC event, the event that we put on all over the world, and there are fans of the UFC there, and we're going to continue to grow that market.
Any chance you're going to invite Saki Kabara to the fight?
Saki Kabara? He's more than welcome to come if he would like to come.
Your first 5 fights in 2012, besides Brazil and Vegas, the hometown show, it's Chicago, Nashville, Omaha, which you haven't been back to the 3 of those in a long time.
Yep.
Again, is that just a scheduling fluke? Or do you look at those and say, we haven't been here
Yeah.
a while.
Where are we going to go? We did this last year. We hit that the year before. And all the Omaha, Nebraska was a huge market for us, and so was Nashville. So, yeah, we're going to hit them again.
Dana, are you worried that adding another division, another lighter division, will actually thin out your 145 and 135? Was that a thought that maybe it won't be stacked enough for title shots and whatnot?
Not at all. No.